Um, Good morning, guys. Because our night is fine. And today I'll be releasing a video on a topic known as depreciation. Um, you know, what is depreciation? Depreciation refers to the annual allowance. The expenses that is allowed, that is given us as a result of utility of an asset. Let's assume that I bought an asset. I bought much. I have a farm. I bought machinery which cost 150,000 naira. By the time I started to utilize this machine, the machine will begin to depreciate. So there are various methods of calculating depreciation. One of there are various methods which include the straight line method, the declining balance method, the sum of the year digit method, and the double declining balance method. The straight line method is the most of the is the is the straightforward method. How? The straight line method calculates depreciation on the basis that the rate of depreciation is equal at each year. For example, the straight line method, it assumes that the rate at which an asset will depreciate in the first year is the same rate at which the asset will also depreciate the second year and subsequent year. But the declining balance method is one of the method of depreciation in which the percentage at which we are giving is multiplied by the cost price at the beginning of each year. Definitely, the depreciation price, the depreciation charges will not be the same with that of the first year. The first year will be different from the second year. From the second year, the third year will be different from the first and the second year. The fourth year, the depreciation charge will be different from the first, second, third year and the subsequent year. The sum of the year digit method. This method involves working out the fraction of the numerator and the denominator and then adding it to the value at the beginning of each year. This simply means that the sum of the year digit method, we will first calculate before we will add up the years, the total numbers of years, the total numbers of years of the value of an asset, the total numbers of the years, which it could be maybe 5 years. We add up all the years, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. We will see it as I begin to calculate. The double declining balance method, it is somewhat the declining balance method, but this method take into consideration the rate at which the depreciation will be more heavy compared to the declining balance method. Now we are given a particular question to solve, which is what? Using the straight line method, they say that we should calculate if an asset costs 10,000 naira and can be sold off in the next 20 years for 2,000 naira. Find the annual depreciation rate. This most of the time it depends on how the question comes. You will know the formula to be used. Now, these particular questions, they give us the cost price of the asset. The cost price of the asset is 10,000 naira. Cost price 10,000 naira. The salvage value equals to what? 2,000 naira. The salvage value is also known as the residual value. The salvage value is the value of the asset after it has been depreciated. That is the value of the asset after the depreciation years, after the utilization year. As you know that you cannot an asset cannot depreciate unless we utilize it. So the salvage value is the value of the asset after its years of depreciation. Why they and it can be sold off in the next 20 years for this. The time is what? Numbers of years is 20. So depreciation equals to what? Depreciation equals to the cost price, which is what? 10,000 naira, minus salvage value, which is what? 2,000 naira, all over 20. Our depreciation And our depreciation equals to what? 8,000 naira, 8,000 naira, 8,000 naira over 20. We have depreciation equals to 400 naira per year. Don't forget per year. Don't forget what the straight line method. The straight line method assume that the rate at which for the whole 20 years, every year the price, I mean the asset will be depreciating. The depreciation charge of the asset will be 400 naira per year. Every year one will be 400 naira, year two will be 400 naira, year three will be 400 naira, year four, year five, year six, up to 20 years, and the other subsequent years the rate of the depreciation will be 400 naira. That is straight line method. Now let us move to declining balance method. In the declining balance method, we will calculate depending on the numbers of the years. They gave us the beginning balance at, if an asset costs 10,000 naira and the rate of the depreciation is 10% per annum, and the asset is expected to last for 5 years, find the annual depreciation charge. Note the question. They are not saying that we should find the only the depreciation, the annual depreciation charge. How do we calculate the annual depreciation charge? It is very easy. The beginning price solutions. Let us start. Solution. The beginning amount, the first year. Let's calculate for the first year. The first year. Beginning beginning amount equals to 10,000 naira. Then depreciation rate, depreciation charge. Division by 10%. 10,000 naira multiplied by 10 all over 100. The depreciation charge is what? That's 1,000 naira. Then the ending price, ending amount. The ending amount is the beginning amount minus the depreciation price, which is what? 10,000 naira minus 1,000 naira, which is given by 9,000 naira. That is for the first year. The depreciation, the asset depreciates by 1,000 naira of the cost price. So the second year, beginning amount, the beginning amount is 9,000 naira. The beginning amount 9,000 naira. The depreciation is equals to 9,000 naira multiplied by 10 over 100. The depreciation charge, the depreciation will be the depreciation charge will be 900 naira. Now the ending amount is the beginning amount, which is what? The 9,000 naira minus the 900 naira, which will give us 8,100 naira. Now the third year, the beginning amount for the third year is the beginning amount for the third year is 8,100 naira, and the depreciation is 8,100 naira multiplied by 10 over 100, which will give us 810 naira. Then the ending amount is equals to the beginning amount, which is what, 8,100 naira, minus the depreciation charge, which is 810. We have we have 7,290. 7,290. Now the fourth year, we'll also do it like that. Now the beginning amount is 7,290. Depreciation charge will be 7,290 multiplied by 10 over 100, which will give us 729. 729. Now that is depreciation charge. That is depreciation. Then the ending amount will be the beginning amount, which is what, 7,290. Sorry, 7,290 minus the depreciation charge, which is 729. 7,290. 656. The ending amount equals to 656. 656. 6,561 naira. Then the fifth year is the beginning amount for the fifth year will be the ending amount of the fourth year, which is 6,560 naira. Let's calculate the depreciation rate. The depreciation will be the beginning amount, which is what, 6,561 naira, multiplied by 10 over 100 is what, 656.1 naira. That's the depreciation amount. So the ending amount is the beginning amount, which is what, 656, minus the depreciation charge, which is 656.1. So the ending amount for 5904, that is 04.9, which is the salvage value. This is the salvage value after the depreciation has, the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year, the fifth year. After the asset has depreciated for over the years, then the salvage value of the asset after fifth year is the 5,949 904 naira 9 kobo. And I will stop at this particular phase of the depreciation. I will stop at this method, but anticipate the next video. You will see, when I post the next video, you will see the sum of the year digit method. Trust me, this particular method is very interesting because it shows us it shows us clearly the rate at which the asset depreciates every year, taking into consideration. And I Okay, now for in my next video you will see some of the year digit method and the double declining balance method. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.